This practice will consist of ocean breathing and sympathetic joy or mudita. Go ahead and put a hand on your belly and a hand on your chest. And what we're going to do is inhale through the nose, into the belly first, and then into the chest, one continuous in-breath. And then exhale again through the nose, through the chest first, then the belly. So again, inhale through the belly, then the chest, exhale through the chest, then the belly. Okay? Nasal breathing the entire time. And as we do this, we're going to constrict the throat a little bit to make a sound that is similar to the ocean. It's the sound that you would make if you opened your mouth and fogged a mirror, but you're going to do it with your mouth closed. You're going to do it on the inhale and the exhale. And go ahead and exhale fully. Ready, set, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now you can let go of all control of your breathing. Just allow the next breath to come to you. And when it arrives, just make sure that you breathe circumferentially around the whole body. We're going to transition into our sympathetic joy meditation. You can keep your eyes closed or open, entirely up to you. Just keep your comfortable posture. If your eyes are closed, it's a little easier to conjure up the images that we're going to work with. But it's entirely up to you. Bring to mind a person whom you love. Someone for whom you're grateful. This person is somebody who makes your life better in some way. And imagine them enjoying some happiness. Something happens to them, and they're happy about it. What does that feel like for you? And now imagine that the reason they're happy is something that for you evokes a sense of envy. It's something that you wished you were experiencing. So maybe they get a promotion at work. And when you hear them tell about their promotion, a little bit of envy pops up in you. Maybe you're experiencing something like this in real life now, or maybe you've experienced it in the past, so it's really intense for you. That's okay. See if you can just stay with it. Allow it to be. And then imagine yourself, and you can do this in your mind verbally, saying, I'm happy for you. May you also appreciate your joy. That's the mantra I like to use, but you can come up with your own mantra, whatever resonates with you. I'm happy for you. May you also appreciate your joy. This is just a mantra that you're saying right now to practice sympathetic joy. As you say it, maybe even try on a subtle smile and see what happens. I'm happy for you. May you also appreciate your joy. And notice any positive emotion that arises from this practice for you. positive emotion comes up, take your attention there. Really soak in it. And continue to express that mantra, I'm happy for you. May you also appreciate your joy. Good. Now gently let that go and bring to mind a person that is more neutral. Maybe this is someone who is really more of an acquaintance rather than a friend or a loved one. Maybe it's someone that you run into on a regular basis at, say, the grocery store or the quick stop. Someone you're friendly with but don't know really well. And imagine them experiencing some happiness or joy. Something good happens to them and they're expressing it to you. Try on that subtle smile or not so subtle smile, and again say, I'm happy for you. May you also appreciate your joy. And notice any positive emotions that come up in the body for you as you do this. Just every few seconds, I'm happy for you. May you also appreciate your joy. And then soak in the positive emotions that arise. If positive emotions don't come up for you, or it's more conceptual, that's perfectly fine also. I'm happy for you. May you also appreciate your joy. These aren't necessarily the words that you would say to a person if something happened in real life. We are engaged in a practice to bring about genuine positive emotion, to balance the negativity bias that we all experience in our lives. Practicing a positive resonance with other people. Practicing truly experiencing sympathetic joy next time something happens that is a positive experience for someone that we love. Or in this case right now, someone who is a more neutral person. Now, just gently let that part of the meditation go and bring to mind someone who is more difficult. Maybe even someone that you would consider an enemy. But you have to interface with this person in some form or fashion anyway. And they're expressing to you something that happened that brings them happiness and joy. And see if you can put on that smile and say, I'm happy for you. May you also appreciate your joy. Acknowledging that just like you, they also want to be happy. I'm happy for you. May you also appreciate your joy. This practice helps soften our attitudes toward other people, and it's an antidote for envy, jealousy. If someone expresses to us something that happens in real life that is positive for them, we experience envy or jealousy, we can immediately learn to switch to sympathetic joy after acknowledging the envy and jealousy. Oh, there's envy. Put that smile on. Feel the happiness through your body and say, I'm happy for you. May you also appreciate your joy. And gently let that go. And now let's send the same mantra to all beings. Imagine anybody and everybody in the world experiencing some joy. And see if you can share in that joy with them in your mind. And say, I'm happy for you. May you also appreciate your joy. As you do this, notice any positive emotions that arise in the body. And continue the mantra in the foreground, I'm happy for you. May you also appreciate your joy. And then check in with the emotions. Again, the emotions may be conceptual. This whole process may be conceptual. You may not really feeling anything in the body, and that's perfectly fine. I'm happy for you. May you also appreciate your joy. And go ahead and wiggle the toes, wiggle the fingers. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes and have a wonderful day.